Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here in the lovely World of Raccoons with me, Vanillaraccoon. Heyo! I hope you all are having a fantastic Friday, but in the event that it hasn't been so, then I would like to wish you all a wonderful weekend. But we're going to be starting off this episode here in the NatGen village that we are slowly but surely transforming into a fantasy-themed village because in Snapshot 17W15A, word on the grapevine is that we can now yet again craft books. And I would like to go ahead and test this rumor with you all here on camera. So let's go ahead and take our 10 pieces of leather and our 63 pieces of paper. And what do you know, the rumors are true. We can now yet again craft books. As some of you may know, when it comes to enchanting, I at least prefer to go ahead and enchant books, so that way I then know what exactly is going on my armor pieces along with my tools and weapons when it comes to enchanting them, and as opposed to just taking them and throwing them into the enchanting table and risking it for a biscuit to get something rather good when I can in fact, and with my luck, most likely get something that's rather decent to not good at all, or at least something that I am not really looking for when it comes to enchanting. But another reason why we're going to be starting off this episode here is because this is where we're actually going to be getting our build on throughout this episode. Now we're not going to be building anything special, or I suppose that could be a matter of one's perspective, but we're going to be building a few houses for our furry little friends. And I think at this time now, I'm going to go ahead and lay my head to rest and make it the day, so then I can go ahead and build safely during the daylight hours and not have to worry about anything that goes bump in the night coming up from behind and griefing my build or giving me a few unwanted hugs. Hey Remy, once again it was a pleasure being able to do some enchanting here in the library/cafe, and just, let me know whenever you need a few emeralds, and maybe, just maybe, we can work out a trade or two. So, let me go ahead and show you all what it is that I now have on my new diamond gear. Well, originally we already had the diamond sword, but it had looting 3 on it, and to ensure that I would keep this diamond sword just a little longer than I normally would, I went ahead and worked my way until I got on breaking 3, and then I just placed it on the diamond sword. But considering the fact that I lay my head to rest and make it the day quite often where hostile creatures are fairly hard to come by, I thought I would go ahead and work on getting sharpness. But I wanted to make sure that I could take out the passive and neutral mobs as quickly as I could, so that's why we now have sharpness 5 on it. Need I say more? Now, the diamond shovel that we have, I wanted to keep it around as long as I can because unfortunately at this time I don't have a way to get the mending books, and so that's why we have Unbreaking 3, and just so that we don't have to worry about spending so much time mining up the grass blocks, I went ahead and worked until we had Efficiency 5, and like I just said, so that we can mine up the grass blocks, that's why we have Silk Touch on it. Now for the diamond axe, I really didn't care about getting fortune of any level on it, so that's why I'm fairly happy with having only the 2 that you see there, Efficiency 5 and Unbreaking 3. As you can tell, I wanted to make sure that I was able to use these tools as quickly as I could and not have to worry about spending so much time doing that much grindy work. Now for our diamond pickaxe, I was really focused on getting Silk Touch on it because it can be costly when mining up stone without Silk Touch on your pickaxe, because then, as you may know, it breaks the stone down into cobblestone, and if I were to want to use stone yet again, then I would have to go ahead and take that cobblestone, throw it into the furnace, and do some smelting and wait for the time to pass so that I can then have stone blocks yet again to use. And like I've already stated for the previous 2 tools, I wanted to be able to mine up the blocks as quickly as I could and keep this pickaxe for as long as I could, so that's why we have Efficiency 5 and Unbreaking 3 on it. But at this time now, it's actually nighttime. At this time now, I'm going to go ahead and lay my head to rest, make it the day, and then I'm going to head just southwest into the desert biome and probably go towards the desert temple that we raided a few episodes back, find a few of our furry little friends and bring them back here so then we can go ahead and begin to build a few houses for them. Alright, so quite some time has passed between recording the previous segment and this one. And obviously, during that time, I went ahead and got my build on without use all. Now, believe me when I say this, peeps, alright? Where did I get that golden chest plate from? Believe me when I say this, peeps. I'm really sorry that I got my build on without use all, but I'm a little pressed for time with recording this episode, even though I did wake up fairly early. In fact, I woke up about an hour before my alarm went off. Not entirely sure why that happened, but it did, and hey, gives me more time to sit down and play some Minecraft, which equals more time to record this Let's Play for you all. But I also have some things that I need to take care of in preparation of my Extra Life charity stream that is going to be going on tomorrow, the 15th of April 2017, beginning around 6 p.m. And for those of you who do not know, it will be taking place at twitch.vanillaraccoon.com. Be sure to type that all in your web browser and then leave a follow. And like here on YouTube, you're going to have to turn on notifications so then you are notified when I begin to go live. But during this time when I was getting my build on, I was thinking about how I wanted the small house to look. And I thought to myself, why not try and take the house idea that we have over on our Stronghold Island and just alter it ever so slightly. Now, what I did to just alter it ever so slightly is by switching up the type of blocks that we are using. Now, obviously, the walls are composed of polished diorite, whereas the support for the vertical support beams are composed of stone bricks and stone brick stairs. And then we have our roof composed of the cobblestone stairs, and at the very bottom here we have a cobblestone slab. But what I ended up doing that's slightly different than what I normally do, let's just go ahead and take our dark oak planks and use them as a way to get up here, is I went ahead and on top of this dark oak log right here, I placed a dark oak slab. And then right behind the slab, I went and placed dark oak planks. And then only on these two open end sections right here is where I placed dark oak stairs. But right in between them, we have another dark oak stair. And I just tried to continue what I did right here, going upwards. Now, if we were to go ahead and remove the dark oak slab that we have right there, we can see that we actually have upside down cobblestone stairs placed right on the back end of these cobblestone stairs that are placed normally. And then obviously right on top of the upside down cobblestone stairs we have normal cobblestone stairs. However, you know what, let's actually take a moment to just hop down here. I'm not entirely sure if I'm liking how we have this diamond shape. If we look at it from an angle, we sort of have this diamond shape where it goes vroom, 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 vroom. Please pardon the sound effects there. They were a little poor in my opinion, but they were a spur of the moment thing to do. But I'm not entirely sure if I like how that looks, considering, oops, let's go ahead and not fall back down there. Why don't we just place a dummy block right there so we know when we look at the ceiling from down there that there is supposed to be something else here. Let's go ahead and just swap out these top two cobblestone stairs, oops, with cobblestone blocks, just to try and break up that diamond pattern that we have going on here. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to like how this looks, but hey, that's what Minecraft is all about. Getting your build on and remembering that subject is always available to change. I guess that works out, considering the fact that the roof is mainly, and by the roof I mean the wooden parts of the roof, are mainly composed of slabs and planks and just a few sprinkles of dark oak stairs. But you know what, it's getting to be dusk, so that's my telltale sign to go ahead and lay my head. The rest make it the day, and I think what I'm going to do is continue to walk around the small fantasy house that we have right here and see if I want to alter the roof in any shape or form. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it's just about that time where we must begin to wrap things up and say farewell to one another. But before we go ahead and do all of that, I'd like to just go ahead and point out that in this new snapshot, which is 17W15A, we can actually now connect all of these different types of fence posts to one another. And if this is something that has already been in the game for a while, then, well, I'm a derp and I just never noticed it until now. But let's go ahead and take a look at the finished product of our first house along with the second house here. Now, the one thing I want to point out is that for the first house with the roof, I went ahead and swapped out the cobblestone stairs in the upper portion of the roof with cobblestone blocks, and just to continue to give the illusion that there is roughly at the least one block space in between the cobblestone blocks and the dark oaks plank that we have right there. I went ahead and just placed a cobblestone slab on top of the cobblestone blocks. And now moving on to the second house here, this roof is slightly different than the first one, and that is because at least in this front right corner right here, you can see that we have 2 additional dark oak logs that are acting as part of the vertical support beams, and then in the front left corner we just have the one dark oak log with a dark oak a dark oak slab placed on top of it, and then in each of the opposing corners we have pretty much the same pattern going on. Now, one thing that I did do just to apply some subtle hints of detail and depth into the outside walls is that I went and took 2 additional stone brick stairs and just placed them right side up facing one another in between the 2 stone bricks that we have in the corners right here. And then right beneath the upside down cobblestone stairs we have some spruce fence gates that are propped open facing inwards towards the horizontal support beams that we have that are composed of the dark oak logs. Now, when it comes to the inside of these houses here, they're pretty much going to look the exact same. However, this is something that I'm not entirely sure how I didn't think of doing this before, but all we have is a simple little chest, and then right above it here we have an armor stand. Now, in order to place the armor stand on top of the chest, I thought I could go ahead and look at eye level and right click. Not sure if you can hear me clicking, but unfortunately we can't do that. But if we just look at the block space that is just above the chest here, boom, then we can go ahead and place down our armor stand. But I think at this point now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time that I show you all who our new furry friends are that are going to be living here with us in the NatGen village that we are slowly but surely transforming into a fantasy themed village. And oh, there's one of them now. And oh, this little guy is stuck here. For some reason, this little guy likes to run beneath the countertop and just then get stuck, or maybe he's just afraid. And no, dude. Okay, guys, hurry, come on. Okay, so long as we have him right there, he's gonna be a pain to retrieve, but nevertheless we can do this. I'm fairly confident myself that I can get him back inside his house safe and sound before nightfall comes. Let's go ahead and move the furry little critters that we have right here. Come on, come get the carrot. Don't worry about the new raccoon that is right before you all, leading you into a new house. This house is perfectly safe. Yes. So I only want to try and get the 2 in here, and what? Oh boy, we got... No! Okay, this is going to be a little more problematic than I thought it would be. So at this point now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to continue to try and get these little rascals into their new homes here. Hopefully they like the new homes that we built for them. But as always, if you enjoy this episode, then be sure to leave a like and share it with your peeps. And if you're new to the channel, then I invite you to check out the rest of it. But don't forget to turn on notifications when subscribing. That way you will then be notified when future Minecraft and other gameplay content is uploaded from yours truly, Vanillaraccoon. But I would like to wish you all a happy day, and peace out.